In this section, we're going to look at multiplying and dividing polynomial expressions. And we want to begin that discussion by looking at multiplying two monomials. So two polynomials, each with a single term. This might initially look a little bit more complicated than problems that we've looked at before, but really it's a problem we have considered already. We're just making a minor addition to it. So in part A, we want to simplify this expression where we have 8p to the negative second power times p squared. All of these factors are being multiplied together, so we can rearrange these factors and we can change the grouping for what we multiply together first. So we could change that grouping and rewrite this as 8 times p to the negative second times p squared. So we haven't changed the value of this expression, we've just changed the grouping, which multiplication step we'll take care of first. And now what we see is we just have a problem where we're going to use properties of exponents to combine these two factors, and we just have this coefficient of 8 out in front, which nothing's going to happen to that, it's just going to multiply by whatever result we end up with. So this will be 8 times p to the negative 2 plus 2, which will be 8 times p to the 0 power. Anything raised to the 0 power is just 1, so this will be 8 times 1, or just 8. Similarly, in part B, we can rearrange the order of the multiplication and the grouping. So we could group together the 4 times 2 and group together the y cubed times y. So that now what we're doing is just multiplying two numbers together, and then we're combining exponents in this second group, where, keep in mind, y is the same thing as y to the first power. So this will give us 8 times y to the 3 plus 1 power, which is the same thing as 8 times y to the fourth. In part C, we have k to the negative third times 10k squared. We can again rearrange the order of that multiplication and modify the grouping to rewrite this as 10 times k to the negative third times k squared. Oops. So this will just be 10 times k to the negative 3 plus 2, or 10 times k to the negative first. But we're told to only use positive exponents, so now we'll use another property of exponents to rewrite this as 10 over k to the first power, since that negative 1 becomes positive 1, which is the same thing as just 10 over k.